my snow videos are officially back. I know a lot of you especially like my winter videos, and I'm pleased to say that today it is finally snowing, as you can see, and I am literally with one of the most perfect cars for the first snowfall of today. So Aston Martin have sent me this DBX 707 for 2 weeks. So the next 2 weeks, this is going to be my daily driver, and I'm just super excited to use this every day, especially in conditions like this. So big thank you to them for sending this to me and also giving it to me for 2 whole weeks, because that makes for a lot of fun and also gives me a lot of time to really get to know the car. Now, I only picked this up yesterday evening. I've only driven around 100 kilometers in it, so I barely know the car at the moment, but today is, as you can see, snow forecasted, and it's the only day where there's going to be snow probably over the next 2 weeks. So I decided just to get up early this morning, get out and film. Right now, would you believe it, I'm also on a mountain pass. The mountain passes are still open. I'm on the Orb-Out pass at the moment. They haven't closed it yet. I managed to get down here. When I go back up, it might well be closed. So we will see what happens. And also, what a colour. This colour just pops. The interior is quite out there, so it's a full red theme look, quite pimp to say the least, and honestly I'm loving it. And as a press car, I'm just so happy they've done an exciting spec, basically a whole mountain pass playground to myself at the moment. First impressions, I'm honestly blown away. As I said, I've only driven it now around 100 kilometers, so I don't really know the car. I actually wanted to drive the car a little bit more before I make the first video with it, but based on the weather, based on it snowing today, I just couldn't resist to get out, start with the winter videos. And yeah, just what a cool car to have for my first winter video. From first impressions driving this, I really am blown away. And it, although it's big and you sit quite high, it doesn't feel like the average SUV. And it really did excite me. On a coffee run, I thought I would do a nice coffee run back to my own home today, because I'm just loving using my coffee machine at the moment. And as I've got up nice and early this morning, it will be really nice to drive this over a snowy mountain pass, arrive back home and warm up with a nice coffee. What an interior. Just realised this is a full Santa's sleigh. Right, let's go for a nice drive up over the Orb-Out pass. Going to put the car into actually just probably GT mode. I think you can choose the modes down here. Call me crazy, but I honestly really like this interior. Would I actually spec mine like this? That's another question. I'm not sure I'm daring enough, but I'm just really happy to have such a cool interior like this, especially, as I said, approaching Christmas time. This is a full Santa spec Aston Martin. Heading down the pass first, do a nice little run up the Orb-Out in the snow. So obviously I can't push the car much in these conditions. I would like to do another video with this car in dry conditions on a mountain pass, because as much as it is an SUV, it's also designed to be enjoyed on a twisty road. SUVs just became a bit crazy, didn't they? Here's the snowplow on my side of the road. I guess I go around. Yeah, I'll go to the left side. Nice smile from him. Oh, that was close. That was a bit close for comfort then. Actually, I don't know the cost of this one. They didn't tell me, or it's not in the configuration. But looking at the spec and looking at all of the extras, when I say extras, I mean just everything is in leather or Alcantara. Even on here, another extra flap on the glass in Alcantara. It's crazy. I think I've never seen so much red leather in a car, or leather in a car before, like this. Everything is covered. Top of the range sound system. Just realized actually this is all Alcantara, and I didn't realize it's got a sunroof. So I'm going to open that. I hope. How do I? There we go. Let a bit more light in the cabin. And as I said, that's all made out of stunning red Alcantara. What a spec. Holy moly, okay. They weren't kidding when they said it pulls. Sounds pretty good as well. Now, there's definitely some noise being pumped in through speakers. But the cold start before sounded really good. AMG engine, so it does have that typical AMG sound, which we all love. Even with all the regulations, they've made this sound pretty good, I would say. Right. Holy moly, that is absolutely crazy. So I've not put my foot down yet, I should say. Yesterday I was just kind of playing around a bit, but I didn't accelerate hard. I was super tired. Late at night, picked up the car. Oh, gonna get past the snowplow again. Kicking out a lot of salt on the back there. Sorry, Aston Martin. Drive through a bit of salt, but it's okay, we'll wash the car after. So impressed. So about SUVs in general, if you had asked me last week which one would I choose, I honestly couldn't tell you. Of course there's cool SUVs out there, the Urus, the Porsche Cayenne GT, the RSQ8, which to be honest actually probably would have been my choice, but that was until I picked this up. First impressions, as I've said before, stand for a lot. And my first impression of this was wow on the looks. And then the driving, the chassis on this, it feels like I'm driving an Aston Martin Vantage, which, as most of you know, I filmed the new one recently. It feels like I'm driving one of them on stilts. I don't know how they've made it feel this good. And it doesn't feel numb. There's a lot of big, fast SUVs out there where you're kind of floating around a bit and you don't have much feedback. I feel like I'm really feeling the road in this. There's nothing else like this, especially looks-wise. Super impressed with the design in the cockpit. Everything is super curvy and smooth. Seats are super comfortable. Looking forward to use this as a daily driver for the next 2 weeks. Already got my dog box in the back, plenty of boot space. If it continues snowing, hopefully, then who knows, maybe I can go snowboarding, put the snowboard in the boot. This is exactly what I would want to do if I had this car. Use it for adventures, especially in the winter. Put the skis and snowboard in, your dogs, your kids, whatever, and just go and have fun at the same time, because you are definitely going to enjoy yourself driving this. It will, no matter what condition, I would say. Coming up then in the snow, super fun. And I can imagine going out with your friends in their sports cars on a mountain pass, you would equally have fun. Gonna go back home, make a coffee, because it's now 11 in the morning, not had a coffee yet, not good. Downshifts are really nice. Making quite a nice sound on the gear shifts. I would say so far, this is honestly the most enjoyment I've had in an SUV.